Well, good morrow, my friends, and welcome back to Writing Sonnets with Shakespeare. I am your friendly neighbourhood Shakespeare. I love you, you love me. There's mutual glorious affection, and Happy New Year to all of you. I hope that your holiday season was lovely. I hope that it was healthy, and I hope that you are ready to start a new year. A new you, but also the same you. But like maybe we've made some resolutions and all that. My only resolution right now is, I mean, it's kind of holistic. It's basically let's be healthier in mind, in body, and in dietary intake. So I'm right here in what is becoming the brand new Shakespeare studio. So right now for you, it might be a whitish, bluish, possibly greenish tint. Blue, I don't know. Void, I have no idea how it looks on your end of the camera. But welcome. This is going to be the new recording studio for your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare. So welcome. It's not decorated yet because we are still setting up house and it has been a chaotic and hectic time since I've been back. We just bought the house in October, mid-October, and then I had to leave for shows in Florida and Louisiana. Got back a week and a half before Christmas, and then everything was insane from there. But this is a work in progress, and it was delightful. Good morrow to you, those of you joining us on Twitch, on Facebook, on YouTube, and everybody watching later as well. One benefit if you are watching live, comments can come up on screen, such as Sir David Percival is here saying good morrow, and just some guy in Tennessee saying, one thing never changes, Mayor Finkel was framed. Mayor Finkel really was framed? Yeah, that's for true. At least Mayor Finkel, yeah, over with the Patreon Saints game. Speaking of Patreon Saints, you can support the channel, the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/nat21adventures, by going over, liking, subscribing, and if you are an Amazon Prime member, you get a 30-day free trial of being a Twitch member, and you can consider spending that with us. So we'd really appreciate that. Also, follow and like the show at youtube.com/Shakespeare Approves. This is for 2026 going to become my main platform, youtube.com/Shakespeare Approves. So most of the shows are going to be right there. Most of the all of the pre-recorded stuff is going to be there, and all of the live streams as well. So please consider liking and following, because there are some changes in the works. You can also please do follow on, you can watch the show live as well right now on my Facebook page, facebook.com/Shakespeare.approves. On most social media, I'm Shakespeare.approves. Go do the like and the follow, and just while you're at it, follow me everywhere. Linktree/Shakespeare dot approves. But yeah, do all of that because that is really appreciated. And you can also go to coffee.com/Shakespeare to buy me a cup. In fact, let's have a nice noisy slurp right now. Coffee.com/Shakespeare. Let's have a nice noisy slurp of our coffee right now. It's good internet audio. I don't care who you are. And whilst we are here, let's have some very English ASMR. Jammy Dodgers. Joffa cakes. Neighbourhood. But with a U. Yeah. And I've been told that my mic is not on. Well, you know what? It's a brand new year. What would it be like if I hadn't had snafu right away? Let's try it again one more time. Shakespeare's here with some English ASMR. Pollywobble. Jammy Dodger. Joffa cake. There we go. And a nice noisy slurp as well. There we go. Well done. Perfect, saying Victorian London fog. Lovely to have you here. Hope the holidays were okay, saying London fog. They happened. They certainly happened. More of that on my personal sites. But and we'll talk about that at the end of the show today. Yeah. Holidays happen, and it's okay to not be okay, as Anderson Cooper also said on New Year's Eve on his show. But speaking of coffee.com, you can go get your own sonnet commissioned at coffee.com/Shakespeare. You can do so for starting at 20 quid. So go right there. Here's some examples of sonnets that have been written for coffee.com. And you can also consider becoming a patron of the arts at patreon.com/Shakespeare. Tier start at $3, go all the way up to $30. And everybody does get the same rewards because money, 6 years into the change of the world, continues to be tight for normal people. I mean, for instance, a full-time job at $20 an hour, which sounds pretty nice, is still only netting you about $30,000. I think maybe 32 specifically. But let's get into it. We're here to write a sonnet. And what is it about? Why are we doing it? Well, here we go. A sonnet, my friends, is a 14-line poem. There are 3 4-line stanzas. The first line, line A, rhymeth with the third line, line C. The second line, line B, rhymeth with the fourth line, line D. And you repeat that formula for all 3 stanzas. You close it off with a rhyming couplet, 2 lines that go with each other, and it's done in iambic pentameter. Now, what is iambic pentameter? Iambic pentameter means 10 syllables per line. Pentameter is 10. And iamb is a metrical foot consisting of 1 short or unstressed syllable followed by 1 long or stressed syllable. So iambic pentameter, that's what that means. Stressed syllable followed by an unstressed syllable, 10 syllables in the line. For instance, shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Each of those 2-syllable phrases is and I am. Do we need to know that? No. It is helpful if you want to get more strict into the form, but we're here to have fun this morning. So right here is our sonnet document. As you can see, it says ode to. For every sonnet is an ode to something. And right below that is our candy jar. Candy jar is where we throw lines that we like, but we're not yet sure what to do with. And every so often, we even do a candy jar sonnet, where I just take lines written in the candy jar and make them all work together from many different candy jars. And then also occasionally start throwing in new ones of my own, and just also use it as a jumping off point, a silly place to start writing a new idea. So, if everything is clear as mud, let's get going. What do you want to write about today? Put your suggestions into the comments and we'll pick our favorites. For the most part, I serve as the editor-in-chief, the head writer for our writer's room, but every once in a while, I actually get real into it and start contributing a lot of lines of my own. But stop putting your sonnet suggestions in there. Just a reminder, we are brought to you by me. Yes, I have a couple of albums over at Bandcamp. ShakespeareApproves.bandcamp.com. Those Midsummer Nights, Shakespeare's Summertime Study Guide, is my latest album, recorded with the great and good Jim Hancock, with special guests, including Lady Prudence, Matthew Young of Rover's Way, and Queen Anne's Lace. And my original album, Are You There, God? It's Me, Shakespeare, recorded with the Foxy Bard and Twig, back when he was Creepy Bard. And special guests including that self-same Lady Prudence, self-same Matthew Young of Rover's Way. At the time, I believe he was Irish Bard. Oh, how did he put it? I think he might have been the Irish Bard. And also cast members of Chit Chat at the New York Renaissance Fair. So go to ShakespeareApproves.bandcamp.com to get my albums. Again, of course, you can get your own sonnet commissioned at coffee.com/Shakespeare. That's ko-fi.com/Shakespeare. Get your own sonnet, or you can just buy me a cuppa. And let's have another noisy slurp right now. At this rate, I'm going to run out of coffee before the show's over. I'm very low, actually, already. Or become a Patreon of the art at patreon.com/Shakespeare. You can also become a Patreon at patreon.com/nat21 Adventures, a Patreon site. But let's get into it. What are we writing about, my friends? Let's see what you're throwing into the comments here. Gareth St. Leish saying good morrow unto thee. Tori in London Fog saying, speaking of sonnets, wasn't sure if you saw a birthday present. Yes, I did. I'm sorry I did not get back to you. Again, life has been hectic and crazy, but thank you for it. It is lovely and very much appreciated. Declan Mias over on the YouTube sending generous amounts of hate from Chicago. Oh, all right, there we go. You know, that happened. That happened. Same, buddy. All right. I'm not sure what a generous amount of hate is, but I am assuming it is plentiful. There we have it. London Fog suggesting Ode to the Tragedy of Running Out of Coffee. Oh, that is a good one. And Gareth St. Lace saying, where silent grief keeps vigil in my breast. Oh, my goodness gracious. Goodness. That is on point for some things, unless that is talking about the silent tragedy of running out of coffee. Francisco Rodriguez Prince over on the YouTubes. Hi, buddy. My wife said dentist. Yeah, I know. I'm English. I have bad teeth. I'm actually now have dental insurance because, you know, here in America, there's no nationalized healthcare like we do back in Britain, where ironically now I would be able to have my teeth taken care of basically through my taxes. So there's that. Yeah. So you're welcome, America, and well done, America. F yeah, where I am a citizen. So there is that, Francesco. So aren't you a delightful human being? You might be a troll, you might be a bot, I don't know. So either way, sod off. That being said, we have Ode to the Tragedy of Running Out of Coffee, and Gareth Satnas, where silent grief keeps vigil in my breast. Is that 10 syllables? Where silent grief keeps vigil in my breast? Yes, it is. It is Ode to the Tragedy of Running Out of Coffee. Let's go with that. So, bringing up our document right here, where silent grief, keeps vigil in my breast. That line is going into the candy jar. Where silent grief, goodness gracious, keeps vigil in my breast. An ode to the tragedy of running out of coffee. All right. So that is delightful, and that is where we are starting. Silent Grip Keeps Vigil in My Breast, also a fantastic possible title. I like that quite a lot. Gareth out here writing a poem all their own. You know what? That happens. We've seen it happen many times. Each breath I draw feels forged in loss and grime. Oh, Gareth, this is fantastic. Breath I draw feels forged in loss and grime. Yes, we've had quite a few sonnets here on the show, written largely by one or two people right out there in internet land, and some nearly written by me, and many more started by someone out there on the comment side, and then kept going, and beautiful works of art going on from all of you, because that is partly what this show is about. It is a collaborative work, and even if it doesn't work for what we're writing here, it'll work somewhere, and that is the entire point of all of this, because collaboration, sometimes we make something brand new and wonderful together, and sometimes it also spurs off new creativity on our own side projects. Speaking of side projects, look out for a few brand new podcasts coming back, and the return of one or two old ones as well, on YouTube and overall wherever you get your podcasts. Speaking of specifically the Untitled Hallmark podcast with me and my American alter ego, Dan, and my friend Eleanor, the lady Fraulein Elsa of Chaste Treasure. We're going to be starting that back up here in 2026, and possibly also a sci-fi show. Me and Mab, just Mab, and that will be ever so delightful. And also the Stars Hollow Weekly with Off-Screen Wife and Me. It's a show we started about 2 years ago, and then we just ran out of time and space, and we're going to bring back the old episodes and keep going. So it's going to be a lot of fun. All right. Ode to feeling like Twitch is on the way out. Let's save that for a future one. So we'll see. Yeah. Things are looking grim in some parts of the internet, but things are looking grim in lots of corners of the internet. But you know what is not looking grim? My Starfleet regulation doublet today, as made by Inner Beast Leather. Got this a few years ago, and it is lovely to wear in my very cold recording studio closet. So, continuing with lines that are coming up on the comments here. No hour of day grants weary sorrow rest. Oh my gosh, Gareth, this is evocative and sad and beautiful. Grants weary sorrow rest. The black elixir of life fills my cup. London fog. All right. So, yes, the black elixir of life fills my cup. That is a grand line. Don't know if it's our beginning yet or not. Gareth, I'm going to keep your 3 lines right here by themselves because it very much feels like this is part of its own thing. And I agree with London Fog. Maybe you should work on this one yourself. Just keep throwing in lines. But if it goes with the coffee, tragedy of running out of coffee, I think it will work. But we're going to keep them separated here. Sir David Percival, to me, coffee is the nectar of the gods. It was lovely also to see both you, Sir David Percival, and London Fog in Louisiana for our Dungeons and Dragons tour that we had there. I'm very sorry that we're not going to be able to do our March tour, but we need time for people to be able to build up some money, and also for America to not be a rogue state. So there is that. Oh, goodness gracious. Just messed up my formatting. There we go. To me, coffee is the nectar of the gods. Like that. Oh, that one and Black Elixir of Life fills my cup. You know, those do go together. To me, coffee is the nectar of the gods. The Black Elixir of Life fills my cup. There we go. Line number 1 from David. Well done. The Black Elixir of Life fills my cup.
Ooh, Gareth. I smile as though my heart were unoppressed. Oh my goodness, here we go. This is some gothic poetry here. Smile as though my heart were unoppressed. Yep. Yeah. I love that. You just made a new word technically. So so delicious, those little roasted pods. Yeah, truth betrays me in the quiet dark. You know, it will be amazing if you turn this into a fantastic, funny joke. Like, darkness, darkness, darkness. Hilarity at the very end. Yeah. Truth betrays me in the quiet dark. Writing down all your lines, Gareth. If you want me to send them to you in an email or a Facebook message, we certainly can. Oh my gosh, this is wonderful. We have so much goodness. We have so much good happening here. Maybe just move formatting a little bit. All right. We're also going to expand this on the screen so it's bigger for all of you. The last drop is the greatest tragedy. Oh yes, well done, London Fog. Especially if you're wanting more. To me, coffee is the nectar of the gods. The black elixir of life fills my cup. So delicious, those little roasted pods. Yeah, I think so. And so delicious. To me, coffee is the nectar of the gods. The black elixir of life fills my cup. So delicious, those little roasted pods. The aroma, the caffeine, always perk me up. There we go. The aroma. Caffeine, always perk me up. All right, here's our first stanza, my friends. One line by me, two from Sir David Percival, one from London Fog. To me, coffee is the nectar of the gods. The black elixir of life fills my cup. So delicious, those little roasted pods. The aroma, caffeine, always perk me up. London Fog with another new line right here, which also would work in the next one as well, potentially. I thought I had more time in which to sup. And Gareth, I need to move my mouse here a little bit. When cup lies bare and comfort meets its end. Oh, Gareth! Oh, that is grand. Cup lies bare and comfort meets its end. Oh, there we go. When cup lies bare and comfort meets its end. Oh, grand. Oh, this is delightful. All right, we're going to take some of these gothically wonderful lines right here. A smile is there in my heart where on a pit. When coffee runs out, my mind starts to bend. This is grand. It's not words. When coffee runs out, my mind starts to bend. Oh, these are great. These are great, my friends. Not for thirst, but for what it carried with it. The stream is starting. My drink is near its end. All right. This line is going in, but I think it is the last line of a stanza. So we're going to bring it up. Format. There we go. They're so. Smile as though my heart were unoppressed. Oh, so I love this line so much. The darkness of the rose cannot compare with the bleakness of not being there. And so, David, I think that might be a really good closing couplet. Yeah. When coffee runs out, my mind starts to bend. The cup lies bare and comfort meets its end. I like that a lot. So we have potentially our closing couplet right there. I smile as though my heart were under it. Press not for thirst, but for what it carried with it. Hi from Turkey. Hello, Gorgie. For bitter grounds, still grant a moment's grace. Oh my gosh, that is grant. For bitter grounds, still grant a moment's grace. Oh, that also is a good title line. But empty nut cup denies all warmth and taste. Oh my gosh, this is grand. Empty cup denies warmth and taste. England's leading lady. Hello, my dear Lady Viola, my dear friend, joining us here from the Facebook land. Flavor, aroma, 'tis near perfection. Flavor, aroma, tis near perfection. How many odes to coffee do we have at this point? I love a joke, but treating it seriously is the punchline. Yeah, no, that is that's I love it. It's the best, because it's serious in the world. Serious in the world in which we create. I love it. Where the people saying it aren't being funny, it just is funny for the audience. I'm trying to ration out my dregs here. Oh goodness, it's like you can't even see it from that angle there. Oh nice! I just pulled some on my keyboard. Damn it. Stay tuned, stick around, I'm gonna grab a towel. That I can't believe I did that. And also I can completely believe I did that. Oh. Nice. Oh my god. What did I do? I can both fully believe I did that, and also I cannot believe I did that. Oh, jeez. Ah, my god. God in Himmel. Yes, there we have it. Oh my god. Well done, Shakespeare. Well done. So David Percival saying an answer of how many odes to coffee have we done? He is saying too many, but who's counting? And more cold, because apparently will destruct and destroy everything. Oh, goodness gracious. Next time, instead of tilting the coffee to the camera, tilt the camera toward the coffee. You know what? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm so glitchy on here now. Oh my gosh, I may have ruined everything. Goodness gracious. All right. All right, let's see if we can do this whilst we still have life left in the computer and internet, let's say. All right, looking for a rhyme here. And, hi from the good land of I don't know. Well, hello, I don't know. Jaden909, yes. Good day to you in the land of I don't know. All right. Garth saying, no cream, no sugar, often such despair when porcelain stares back, cold and bare. Oh, these are good. Oh, my gosh. No cream. I drink mine black usually. No sugar. Softens such despair when porcelain stares back, cold and bare. All right. Smiles though my heart were unoppressed. I just heard a lovely dog barking. Truth betrays me in the quiet dark. Ah, yes, there we go. Smiles though my heart were unoppressed, yet truth betrays me in the quiet dark. No hour of day grants weary sorrow rest. Sorrow rest, no cream, no sugar. No cream, no sugar, softens. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, computer is now being wonky. Oops. Sorry for that. Aren't I? I'm going to say cold and stark right here. And porcelain stares back cold and stark. There we go. All right. To me, coffee is the nectar of the gods. The black elixir of life fills my cup. So delicious, those little roasted parts. The aroma, caffeine always perk me up. I smile as though my heart were unoppressed, yet truth betrays me in the quiet dark. No hour of day grants weary sorrow rest, when porcelain stares back cold and stark. Most of that stanza written by Gareth St. Lice. London Pond reminded now and reminiscing about the fantastic banana bread cold brew. Ooh, that sounds amazing. Drinking a New Orleans. Sigh. Loved it so much more than any coffee I ever had. Do you think you could recreate it? Because that sounds amazing. Yes. All right. Moving on into our final stanza. Don't brew coffee hot or cold, so no. Yes, but maybe in that case, talk to your local coffee house while you are in Portland, Oregonian area, and they are usually quite good about helping out their clientele there, I have found. We're going to make a new drink for us. So yeah, let's do. I'm going to adjust that. Since I'm still on the built-in webcam, yeah, just altering that, yeah, but it's on, on the computer itself. So I have a brand new camera. Well, new for me. It's a little older. It's a friend of mine. Seeing it does beautiful video, but seeing if it can do video as a webcam. So hoping to have that for the next show. But since next week's show is likely going to be pre-recorded, might not have an issue with that one at all. Just record myself right here. But we shall see. Moving into our final stanza. For bitter grounds still grant a moment's grace, not for thirst, but for what it carried with it. The empty cup denies all warmth and taste. I'm loving that. Come on. The coffee's gone, and so it sinks my spirit. Oh, there we go. And I think we have rigged this. All right, let us read this. I love this. To me, coffee is the nectar of the gods. The black elixir of life fills my cup. So delicious. There's little roasted pods. The aroma of caffeine always perk me up. I smile as though my heart were unoppressed, yet truth betrays me in the quiet dark. No hour of day grants weary sorrow rest when porcelain stares back, cold and stark. For bitter ground still grant a moment's grace, not for thirst, but for what it carried with it. The empty cup denies all warmth and taste. The coffee's gone, and so it sinks my spirit. When coffee runs out, my mind starts to bend. The cup lies bare, and comfort meets its end. Oh my God, I love this. I think it's called Comfort Meets Its End. Oh yeah, comfort meets its end, I think. This is grand. Comfort meets its end. England's leading lady saying, iconic a work of art. I love you, Viola. Well done. Oh, goodness. 6th of January. 2026. Oh my God, we are in such a futuristic time right now. Oh my gosh, this is God's breath and gums, my friends. God's breath and gums. And let's expand this a little bit. Take over the screen. The coffee taught this truth, both plain and grave, that losses felt where we once were saved. Oh, we're going to write that in. You can believe that. Yes. Oh, my gosh. So, my friends, that is our poem for today. And if you enjoyed it, and if you want your own sonnet commissioned by me, head on over to coffee.com/Shakespeare, coffee.com/Shakespeare, ko-fi.com/Shakespeare. Buy me a cuppa, such as this one, which we're finishing right now. And I'm going to adjust the camera a little bit. Here we go. You can see there's just dregs left. So, oh my gosh. We need different cameras in here, so I can just switch. Like maybe there's the Pippin cam, the coffee cam, etc. All of that. But one last noisy slurp right now. Oh my gosh, that was good in internet audio. And what the hell are we doing? But head on over to coffee.com/Shakespeare. And London Fog, an advertisement from them. They're doing limericks on over at their own coffee, Victorian London Fog. For those of you who know them, London Fog is a brilliant contributor to this show and a great fan and delightful partner with us on the Twitch channel and joiner of several Destination D&D adventures with Paolo and myself. So go over to London Fog, Victorian London Fog's coffee. So go do that. So that will be coffee.com/Victorian London Fog, ko-fi.com/Victorian London Fog. And I'm going to do that, put it right in here. Coffee, ko-fi.com/Victorian London Fog. That is going into right now. So you can click on that over in the Twitch, my friends, over on the Facebooks as well, and on the tube of you. You can go all do that. Yes. And make sure that you go and support our friends with their efforts. Upcoming shows. Let's see. I'm going to be next week at a school I'm going to be doing a school show in Lititz, Pennsylvania. So yeah, come and join me. No, kids. Warwick High School. I'll see you there next week during the school week. I'm not going to say specific days because security measures, etc. But I will also be at the Midwinter Renaissance Fair in Vermont at the Champlain Exposition Center. I'm just saying all of this by memory because I don't have it written out in front of me, so I can't bring it up on screen right now. But February 7th and 8th, Super Bowl weekend, or Superb Owl weekend, whichever you celebrate, I will be in the Champlain Exposition Center for a lovely indoor Winter Renaissance Fair in Vermont. And then the final 2 weeks of the month of February, I will be in Florida at the Florida Renaissance Festival, my very first time there. So do join me for that. It's going to be a lot of fun if you are in either of those areas up in the Great Northeast or the Great Southeast, either way. Reminder, my friends, I have albums you can buy. You can go over to shakespeareapproves.bandcamp.com. Again, that's shakespeareapproves.bandcamp.com to buy my albums. I'm typing it into the comments right now, so you can go click on it right there as well. shakespeareapproves.bandcamp.com to buy my 2 albums, Those Midsummer Nights, Shakespeare Summertime Study Guide, and Are You There, God? It's Me, Shakespeare. You can also follow me on all of the socials. Do it. Linktree, so linktr.ee/Shakespeare.approves. All of my socials, my website, calendar, etc., will be able to be found there. I'm going to be doing a lot of admin work today because I've been doing very little, precious little, during the off season for me. So a lot of stuff catching up today, tomorrow, and the rest of the week. Look for more TikTok videos and Instagram videos, etc. Look for bits. Be on the lookout for the new podcasts that are going to be coming out, because we're going to be having a lot more content on this channel. If not weekly, at least throughout the month. And of course, on my Patreon, more perks are coming. I've been throwing more efforts into that. A new script is going to be coming out on the Patreon and new patron hangouts, including AMAs for videos, etc. So do that. So submit your AMA, submit your ideas also for next week's sonnet, because again, likely going to be pre-recorded because I'll be doing some other work, unless there's unless there's extenuating circumstances, then I shall be back live next Tuesday morning. But otherwise, it's going to be pre-recorded episode. London Fog saying, use the candy jar, LOL. But send stuff in. Send in ideas, because also I can use your ideas with candy jar lines, which will also be lots of fun. So Facebook Messenger is the best way to get a hold of me, followed by my email. Those are the 2 best ways. And all of that can be found again over at my Linktree. We're going to do one final reading of all of this. So let's go. Comfort meets its end. To me, coffee is the nectar of the gods. The black elixir of life fills my cup. So delicious, those little roasted pods. The aroma, caffeine always perk me up. I smile as though my heart were unoppressed, yet truth betrays me in the quiet dark. No hour of day grants weary sorrow rest, when porcelain stares back, cold and stark. For bitter grounds still grant a moment's grace, not for thirst, but for what it carried with it. But empty cup denies all warmth and taste. The coffee's gone, and so it sinks my spirit. When coffee runs out, my mind starts to bend. The cup lies bare, and comfort meets its end. Friends, that is the poem for today, 6th of January, 2026. Always remember, my friends, we might be living in currently the worst timeline. We might be currently living in what is actively becoming an autocracy and a rogue state, but we do not have to accept that. Accept the reality, yes. But remember, all kings are tyrants, no matter how good they might be. All kings are tyrants. That is how it works. So hashtag ACAT. And also always remember, live, laugh, and love see. So yeah. That's it for today. I love you. You love me. Take care of yourselves. There's mutual glorious affection, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.